Hey guys, what's up? This is Elias. I am FTM. This is my 10-month video on testosterone. I've been doing, let's see, 0.5 milliliter injections every other week for 10 months now. Intramuscular injections. Yeah, and this is just my 10-month update video. I still have to upload my 9-month one that I did do at around 9.5 months. It was really short, and yeah, I just feel like I talk about less and less in these videos, so I feel a little guilty about it before posting. As you can see, I just woke up, so I look a little disheveled, but whatever, it's me. Yeah, first thing I want to talk about is that my voice has dropped so much that my dad mentioned it, finally, when I talked to him on the phone the other day. He noticed I sounded pretty different. I mean, at this point, I think everybody just notices, and people recognize me as male in public, like 100% of the time. On the phone, sometimes people don't get it. I think that happens maybe just because they don't, I don't know. I tend to have a higher voice on the phone, so anyway. I've been getting larger and wider and bigger in size, but my weight actually isn't going up, since I'm exercising just about, well, daily, typically. Doing primarily weightlifting and strength training and just biking a lot now because it's summer. But I weigh around 145 now. But I'm still, before I started transitioning, I was wearing women's mediums. I weighed about 120, a really low body fat percentage, and I had some jeans that were size like 27, 26. Now I'm weighing, 145-ish, and I'm wearing about size 30, 31. I'm wearing like men's medium and small, depending on whether it's, yeah. So, I don't know, I'm much larger, wherever that 25 pounds went. And just the structure of my body is getting larger. I don't know, like, hair growth is really slow still, even though it's 10 months. I just kind of have a general fuzziness. I'm getting some pretty, like, consistent hair growth on my lip still, but I don't really have to shave very often, and I've actually had several treatments of laser hair removal on both my underarms and my legs, from my mom. Because, she's a nurse at a plastic surgeon's office, so I had the benefit of having both of those done like 3 or 4 times. So they don't get rid of your hair completely, but after the few sessions I've had, I mean, it does greatly reduce, like, the amount of hair, so I'm really not as hairy as my partner, who's been on T for about 6, almost 7 months now. So that's pretty funny, and, yeah. What else? Social changes. Things feel easier to do. Things that I said before still kind of stand, like, men are more willing to talk to me and show me things and be patient with me. I mean, there is a flip side to that. Like, I have to play devil's advocate and just say, like, maybe I wasn't as confident as before. Maybe I just wasn't as outspoken before, and that's true. I do have a lot more of a voice now that I feel confident when I walk into places and when I speak to people, and I expect them to treat me differently. I don't know if that's, like, my own internalized bias or sexism, but because I feel better and more, like, outspoken and just confident about what I want or need, whether it's just like a public service or anything, people respond very positively, and I guess in particular it's with men. Like, I just got my car fixed a couple times, you know, and they just talk to me longer, and seem to just give me more information. And I can tell now that women speak to me like I'm a young man, and kind of just people. I mean, it's hard to explain, but people just look at you different. They look at me now like I'm just kind of a sweet young man, and not a blatantly lesbian-looking person. I don't know. You can just tell the difference in those looks. And I'm not, like, resentful, or bitter about that. I don't know. Sorry, I've been home this week, just because of a lot of depression I've been experiencing. I've been seeing a new psychiatrist for about a month and a half, and I've just been working with her, trying to change medication, and that's just always a really hard process. Yeah, I've just been struggling with some, like, major depression lately that I might talk about in another video. I don't really want to right now, just because it's difficult to talk about, but yeah, just been taking this week off and trying to just take care of myself. I'm about to go do my shot, so yeah. Last section, I just want to talk a little bit about like, sexual related side effects. So if you're a family member or friend that's watching this video and you just don't care to hear about those things, just stop watching now. I just want to mention it because it's pretty important for my, you know, it's a part of my transition, and I just want to talk about it and document it. So okay, so hopefully my language isn't horrible for people to hear. In terms of downstairs growth below the belt, yeah, it does continue to happen, and it's awesome. Like, I'm really happy about it. It actually has been improving my life in terms of you know, intercourse, just intimacy, and my libido has calmed down a lot. Like, it was really crazy between months like 4 to 7, and I don't know, it's just calming down. I'm not, like, I don't feel like I'm having teenage boy syndrome all the time now, but also my depression's really bad right now, so that helps. Yeah, but you know, now that, I'm not really sure how to say this. Like, a lot of people, you know, people say that when you transition, you know, your sexuality doesn't change, and, you know, I would agree with them. Like, if I identified as just purely lesbian before and only into women before, I still would be now. However, that's not the case with me. Any friends who know me well can tell you that I never really identified with the label lesbian. It was kind of just my label by default, I guess. Anyway, I just use the word like queer or bisexual now. I don't know. I just felt the need to bring that up because people just seem a little confused now that I'm transitioning and my partner Devin is transitioning. So he identifies as male now as well. So together we now identify as an openly gay male couple, or queer or whatnot, as opposed to being two lesbians. Yeah, and it's just, that's also different. I could talk a little more about that, but I don't have any notes or like mental notes. So yeah, that's pretty much my update for this time. Sorry, I keep everything really general, but I just wanted to say that I'm doing great. I feel good. The mental health is a separate thing altogether. I'm working on it. It's gonna be okay. Here's a quick update of body, size. My chest is healing really well from top surgery. It's got a good shape going, So I had a keyhole done back in November around Thanksgiving. Yep. Alright guys, so that's my update. 10 months. Hope you guys are all doing great. Thanks for continuing to watch. And I'll see you guys at the 11 or 12 month mark. Alright, bye.